Hello mga kababayan, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Laruan ni Obi-Wan. Back to the review of this RX-79 EZ-8 Gundam action figure in 6-inch form produced by Tamashinations Bandai. Actually, I already made a review of this action figure and did some or a little bit of custom work on it. However, the changes that I put on it did not hit home so well, so I was looking at it at my work desk and decided once again to redo this action figure, take off the changes that I made to it, and find the right mix of accessories to put onto it to make it feel like the Gundam that I really want. All the figures produced by Tamashinations Bandai with regards to Gundam action figures, the rest feels like they are really Gundam action figures. But somehow when you take a look at this specific action figure, this RX-79 EZ-8, it really feels different. Well, of course, in the Gundam lore or the GundamUniverse, this is a mass-produced mobile suit. Really nothing special about it, unlike the Burning Gundam or the Zero Wing Gundam or the Heavy Arms Gundam or Sandrak or the Death Sight or the Gundam Nataku. Those are really Gundam action figures that are really meant to be Gundam action figures. But when you take a look at this specific unit, somehow it resembles more the look of a modern day tank. So of course, a mobile unit is a one-man fighting unit. There's only a single pilot for this whole system. So, but somehow it feels like a Bradley fighting vehicle or something of a armored personnel carrier that was used in the Vietnam War era, or possibly a Tiger tank. So when I take a look at this front profile, it feels like that. So just like the Bradley fighting vehicle, which has support weapon system, this EZ-8 also has that. Actually, it has two machine guns on the head unit or the camera unit or the head scalp or head piece of this unit. It also has a chest machine gun over here. So we have two. This is a turret, that is also a turret system. So supporting weapon system, this EZ-8 has it. For the main battle implement, actually, it comes with this rifle. So in my previous video, I already made custom of this rifle, so it does not look like the EZ-8 rifle. It resembles much like an SMG or a submachine gun when I attach this MP5 magazine to it, so feels different. But somehow I'm not going to pair this weapon with this unit, but I'm going to reissue a different weapon with it. On the day that I purchased this action figure, when I took it out of packaging because of excitement, I dropped this action figure on its head, resulting to a broken antenna. So finally, in this custom video for this RX-79 EZ-8, I finally made a decision of smoothing that forehead out. So finally taking that antenna piece out. And I was thinking of, once I finished that project of really smoothing that forehead, I thought of putting or drilling a hole on that head unit to replace the antenna that I broke. But taking a look at it right now, I rather that I have a antenna-less camera or head unit for this RX-79 EZ-8 that I have. As I mentioned earlier, this EZ-8 has two head-mounted machine guns, and it also has a machine gun mounted on the chest. But what this model unit does not have, or this mobile suit does not have, would be rocket or honing missile pads. So I took the missile pads from my heavy arms custom action figure, actually model kit, that I had extra on hand, and placed them on the left and the right side skirts of this action figure. So right now, instead of having the magazines on the side skirts, this now has missile pads to it. So presenting the missile pads that I attached to this action figure. So mobile suits would always have a last resort weapon just in case their main battle implement would run dry of ammunition. So the most traditional weapon would be a beam saber or a beam axe or any lance type weapon with a beam point attached to it. So instead of going the traditional route, I would want to have something different, like this handheld knife that I pair with this EZ-8 action figure. So something that is close to the knife that the heavy arms custom Gundam would use, but the heavy arms would have that knife readily accessible or attached to the forearm of the mobile suit. But I don't want to go that route. I'd rather have the knife to be handheld. And this is a knife from a Strike action figure by Tamashii Nations Bandai. So I just swapped the lightsaber that originally came with this action figure and took the knives out of my Strike Gundam to pair with this action figure. So this is the main battle implement or weapon of this EZ-8 that I have. So once again, from a Kotobukiya MSG product, this Gatling gun, I shortened it actually, so there is still another attachment point to here. However, when I place that thing on this whole system, it's just way too long for this action figure, so some kind of it becomes too unrealistic. So instead of attaching that point, I took it out and thus shortening the total barrel of this weapon system. So for ammunition, it is belt fed, so the main ammunition pack would be on the back of the figure. So I drilled the hole on this backpack that this EZ-8 has and glued this piece to the action figure. But this is still detachable. Actually, if you want to pose the action figure just with a knife, it is still possible. Just take off the Gatling gun unit and the belt, and we are good to go for a close quarter battle situation. So either with the main component of that huge weapon system with side skirt attached missiles, with Vulcan machine guns on the head unit and a machine gun on the chest unit. This is now a heavily weaponed mobile suit ready for battle. So I think this is the final mode of this EZ-8 that I have on hand. So if you have this action figure and you are also into possible customizing options, then what is the custom work that you did for your action figure? So once again, this is the custom that I have for it. And if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And see you on the next video.